Welcome back to another installment of what I'm calling shit from my desk. How about that? As you can see, my desk is kind of messy. There's a lot going on here that I want to share with you. And today we're going to talk about John L. Heatwole III, who is my father, known as the Wizard of Wood, and he no longer is with us, except for he left behind quite a legacy, quite a story, and left me behind. I'm his only son, and anyway, so this is from one of his carvings. Isn't it cute? And I had, see all this stuff right here? You're going to find out all about this stuff. Anyway, I had a bunch of these made, and I can't remember how many I had made. So, to play it safe, I'm going to say the first 30 people who pre-order my book, I'm going to show you what book I'm talking about here. Let's see here. Alright. This is the book I've been working on this year. It's called The Literary Mouse, A Few Rats Too, a rodent-sized anthology, epic tales with tales inspired by the art of John L. Heatwole III, edited by David F. Heatwole. So while he was alive, a famous fantasy book publisher, I don't remember who it was exactly, if it was Del Rey or who it was, but anyway, met with my dad at an exhibit and shared with him an idea that he had, which was to hire writers to create short stories inspired by my dad's carvings. He said instead of the other way around, where it's always artwork to illustrate a story, have it happen the other way around, where writers would be inspired by my dad's carvings. That idea never came to fruition, but it was something that I had thought about ever since I heard about it, and so I think it was appropriate that I carry this out. So this is what I've been designing for quite some time here. I have stories from writers all over the world, which is pretty cool. I mean, really, like, from all over the globe. And they were given a whole bunch of carvings to look at and to be inspired by. Now, this one right here is not a mouse or rat, but it's a good piece to introduce a story. And in this case, the story was inspired by a mouse pushing an egg. And let me pull up another one here. There are actually a couple stories inspired by a mouse pushing the egg. Here's one. It's cute. Some poetry that was inspired by this little mouse with a flower. And it's cute. Then here's a story inspired by this mouse here. It's pointing. Skipping through the pages here. He did not only wood carvings, but he did a bronze and some early on, before he really, well, I guess while he was just getting started carving, he created a couple plasticine mice, and that's like a type of clay that you can mold and then you put in the oven to harden. It's before any of the stuff that they're using now that you see at hobby shops. It was the early version. So here's a story inspired by these mice coming out of the basket, and this carving was only about that big. So the detail is really amazing. Here's another cool piece. This is actually the piece that was on the cover. I'm sorry. This is the back side of the piece that was on the cover of the book. That's a rat. I remember seeing this piece when it was on display for the first time for sale at a gallery in Richmond, Virginia called Cudahy's. It was a great art gallery. Man, did I love that place. And I love this carving, and I have no idea where it is now. So anyhow, here, I haven't designed this page yet, so I'm a little bit stuck here. But these are some of the authors, and like I said, they're from all over the world. So what I am offering, if you go to the newest website that I just launched, which is johnheatwole.com, you will come to this website right here. There you go. And I have a bunch of photos I need to upload, but you'll hear him talk in this YouTube video. And there's just more about him and about his artistry, about his literature, his love for history. Came out in a whole bunch of books that he wrote. This is him here. That's me. And here he is carving an eagle when he was in his probably early 30s. And an eagle sold a couple years ago at auction for 12 grand, which was pretty cool because I have the receipts for the sale, the original sale, which the people paid monthly on installments on it, and if I remember correctly, it was $400 for that eagle back in the 80s. So anyhow, when you come to this, there will be a pop-up for the book and to pre-order. And there hasn't been a book yet about his. Well, there is a book. I can't remember what it's called exactly. But it's basically a book with him being interviewed. So he's telling his life story, not his whole life story, but a pretty good book. There are some things in there where he got his own story mixed up. So anyhow, if you go to other under the shop, you will come to the products page, and they will populate right here. And here it is, The Literary Mouse, an anthology of fictional short stories. Pre-order for $35, and you will get this this little mouse pin, which you could give someone for Christmas. I will give it to you for free. All you have to do is pay for shipping, and this will come with your receipt for the book, which I hope will. I'm shooting for it being actual published. And it will be a hardbound book, much like this one, which I recently published. Okay, but it won't be hard pages like this. It'll be an soft pages book, but it'll be a hard bound cover. So